Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Kelly and Kelly Crypto Radio. Earn Bitcoin, Ethercoin, and Nexus Coin by choosing to be a Nexus partner and earn residual income at Nexus Rewards Direct Sales, earning off of every transaction, no matter what instrument is used within the sales territory. This conversation is sponsored by Nexus with 2X's, an open source decentralized ERC20 token on the Ethereum network with 15-second teleportation and internal token for Nexus Rewards. What a mouthful. Increasing buyer demand with every transaction while uplifting and supporting top cryptocurrencies and usage and utility. Today's date is October 9th on Monday, right, Kelly?
Absolutely, it is, they say. So that's awesome.
Say.
All right, I'm Kelly B, and that was Kelly Ann, and we're the Kelly and Kelly Radio. So glad you guys are here today. Let me change over my screen. Everybody, I kept seeing all weekend long that it was a 3-day weekend. I wasn't sure what it was. It's Colum La Day, guys. This is separate from Nexus, but I just have to give you my opinion. And like you know, you never know what you're going to get from Kelly and Kelly on here. But I know when I was in 12 years of indoctrination, one of the subjects that I really, really didn't like was history. I just did not like history. I would always think, well, why does it matter? Who cares? Or those kind of things. But I found this morning, um, this celebration is just another establishment type holiday to celebrate their takeover, and that's what Britain really did. They came over and they took over this land from the tribe of the Indian nation. Columbus, a thief and a murderer and just a scumbag, was their front man runner. So there you go. I just had to kind of voice my opinion on that today. Um, anyway, I won't go any further there, but we're going to talk about fun stuff today because we're talking about true freedom. And we're not talking about stealing from anybody. We're talking about taking back what is rightfully ours. And that's what we're in here in this movement of decentralized technology. And you guys, that if you're here for the first time today, what we are here at Nexus Partners is a way for you to become an entrepreneur and to get positioned in cryptocurrency all at the same time with peer-to-peer marketing and peer-to-peer money. So we're going to set the stage here today of what really that looks like, because a lot of times you go out there, if you let somebody know, if you say, oh, I'm a network marketer, or I'm in a home-based business, or those kind of things, you're going to get some feedback from people. Oh, you're in a Ponzi scam? Because the people don't comprehend that the network marketing business model is not the scam. It's a great business model where you can benefit from your efforts and the efforts of those on your team. It's called leveraged income. It's the best business model, but again, those indoctrinated in the system that refuse to get out of their brain box will have that if they don't do their own research. And you're going to get some feedback again as we move into this freedom currency of cryptocurrency. You have to keep in mind that you are the smartest one in the room. Even if you feel like you don't know a lot to talk about cryptocurrency or this time or even network marketing, you still are the smarter one because you've chosen to position, and now you need to take action. So our goal here is to build a life where you don't need a vacation from. Every day is a vacation. Everything you do, whatever your day is, you can't, those working a 9 to 5, they can't wait for Friday to get here. Why would you want to wish your life away? I'm grateful when the day feels like the time has stopped. So, and it's so funny because I do believe time does stop sometimes for us. One night last week when I woke up at 2 a.m. and then I looked at the clock again at 4 a.m., I'm like, I sure hope time stops for me because I need a little bit more sleep. And it felt like it did. So those kind of things, woo, a Kelly moment, I'm sorry. But anyway, but we just don't, we're at a place where we're starting to realize really the power, and you've got the power to make your everyday special and your every moment special, and to enjoy what you do. So everything set aside, if you're passionate about cryptocurrency and you see what Nexus is doing, which is empowering the people to take back control of a monetary system, or actually create a monetary system and be in control of it, that is decentralized outside of the established Federal Reserve private money system. If you see that and you know it and you're passionate about it, then strap in and just enjoy every minute of your life. Enjoy getting out talking about cryptocurrency. If your circle of friends doesn't understand, they don't comprehend cryptocurrency or even network marketing, go find you a meetup that does in your area. Even if you have to drive 30 miles into a bigger town, do that. You'll be amazed at the friends you meet and the confidence you gain by realizing you know a lot more than you're willing to give yourself credit for. You're in a place right now where you're in a community of Nexus partners. We're getting some of the best information there is in this technology and in this, and to position ourselves in this huge phenomenon, this movement. We're in a great place to be students and educators all at one, with the tools that we have for a $50 price point for everything, which is amazing. Which the more I think about it, and we've been challenged to have a higher price, but the reason that I know that the more I think about it, that it's brilliant. First, it's it's affordable for most everyone. They can at least climb up to the $50, but it also it makes the company a clean Class A company, where a lot of companies in the network marketing industry have product they have to escalate the price for to cover the affiliate payouts, and we don't have to do that here. But just know what your goal is. Know your goal is to build a life that you don't need a vacation from. If you really think that we're here to work 9 to 5 for the rest of our life and that's why we came here, I know none of you believe that. I know you're the creator that's meant to be here. So we're into creating what it is we want. So if you don't build your own dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. How many times have we heard that? That is so true, and we know it, right? They'd love to get you on to help they build their dream. We don't want to do that. We want to build our dream, correct? I'm not really a fan of this guy right here, but I do like this statement. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And I do believe that. That's leveraged income. That's being on the right side of the quadrant, where you can wake up the next morning and you can see that you got more earnings rolled into your back office. I do. And I know a lot of people on this call do as well. So you want to find a system, a business solution like we have at Nexus. And we've got several of them, not just one compensation plan, but we have several of them that can keep running for you 24/7. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. I'm meeting a lot, whoops, that's not the one I want to show you right now. I'm meeting a lot of people right now that feel this very way. Where is my box to make this bigger? I'm feeling a lot of people, and I say to them, are you going to be talking about cryptocurrency? Yes. Are you passionate about cryptocurrency? Oh yeah, I'm into this movement. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. Go out there and spread your knowledge. It's going to create the things that it's going to build the way you want to build. This is not work. This is going out there and stepping outside the comfort zone that we've been in, where we're told what to do and told what to think, into self-responsibility and self-education. And you go out there and share it with somebody, you'll be surprised to get them thinking. They might not get it yet, but one day they will, and you'll be the one that helped to do that. I want to go back and make sure I don't miss this one that's pretty good. I think it was Work Smarter. Yes. Isn't this so true? Most of us are trying to stay in that same box. That same box of do it the same way, you know, that everybody else is doing it. Go find you a job with benefits. Go find you a job with those incredible benefits that you might use, right? And they're going to put you under these fluorescent lights and you're going to feel sick. So you might be glad that you have those medical benefits, right, or whatever. But it's the same thing we're taught in the indoctrination schools, 12 years. Learn how to be an employee. But when you are doing something different, you're thinking outside the box, you're thinking smarter. So don't work harder, work smarter. I got the pleasure of talking to a 23-year-old last Thursday, I believe it was, late in the afternoon. He's over in St. Louis. And when we talked, he said, I said, you don't sound happy. He said, I'm not. I just got another call. I've got to go run and fix. He's a technician of some sort. It fixes equipment. 23. And anyway, he said, I probably won't be home to 10 o'clock. I said, well, we've got to change that for you. And he said, yes, we do. We had an excellent conversation, very awake. You know, he said, it's just something's not right when you got to work like this. We shouldn't have to, he said, we shouldn't have to work like this. He said, we're creators. That would, to me, I mean, me just going out talking to somebody, showing them the way of Nexus, and I get to hear beautiful words like that from a 23-year-old, it just touches my heart because I know I have a chance to show, I've got something in my hands. And you guys know I believe in Nexus all the way, network marketing, cryptocurrency, spot on, that if I can show a 23-year-old what I have in my hands and stay with them and make sure that they'll work hard to make this work for themselves, I've just changed that guy's life. Now, he might have found something along the way because he's looking. He's looking, but I know because I'm wiser, a little bit older. I've been in the industry of network marketing for 12 years. I've been in cryptocurrency for 3. I've been in banking for 15. So there is something about wisdom that can help. If you've got somebody that will take their 2 ears and listen and let it sink into the brain and not have their ego get the best of them. And this guy was a pleasure to talk to. So those are the kind of people that if you get out there and spread what you know and not let yourself get in the way, and remember, you're sitting in a position of being one of the knowledgeable most people on the earth right now in a movement that's really changing the way we do things. When you realize that, then you'll go out there and definitely pick up that phone or go talk to somebody. Of course, one of our favorites here, I don't always take vacation, but when I do, I spend that work. I spend it at work. I spend it at work. So basically, in other words, he's always on vacation. Like Kellyanne says, she's always on vacation. It's beautiful. And look, I found Kellyanne online today. Check her out there. Isn't that just cute? She's just as happy as she can be. And that's her sitting there, but she's got on these big furry boots because she lives in the mountains. But that's her having her vacation, and she's got a little coffee cup. No, she's got a plant there. She's got her little coffee cup in hand, and she's just out there spreading the love. That's all it is, and she's having a great time. Because if she wants to get up in a little while and go make something yummy to eat, she can. But she plans her day. And she plans who she's going to go and help change lives, because we're at a very, very important time right now. My goal is to build a life I don't need a vacation from. I know it keeps coming up, but seriously, isn't that awesome? Don't you want to be that way? I know I am. I'm planning a trip to South America in November. I'm planning a trip down to the Gulf Coast in December. It's things like this, because wherever I go, I've got my computer, I've got my phone. My back office keeps ticking away. I've got a leverage system working for me. Why? Because I'm at it, talking to people, sharing the love every day, sharing my knowledge every day, plugging in, whether it's 3 people I talk to a day, whether it's personal development I might do on a Sunday. I'm passionate about this. Why? Because I love me. I love me, and I want to have a very prosperous life where my worries I don't have any. I have solutions to whatever comes about. And when you get the worry out of you about financial, and a lot of people have it, the majority of people are 3 weeks away from not having a penny to their name. So, and that's the known truth. $300 to $400 a month can make a difference to somebody that's working a 9 to 5. It might mean their car payment so they don't lose their car so they can keep the 9 to 5. Those kind of things. Everybody, you know, that you probably know would listen to you if you started showing them what you had. And you don't have to know a lot. The objective for you is to know what you have in your back office, the tools that you have. So when somebody says, well, tell me what this blockchain is, I don't really get it. Say, I'm glad you asked the question, because we have, I have a great document. I have a great video I'm going to send to you. Give me your email address. You don't have to know it. You don't have to talk it. Matter of fact, even if you know it and you can talk it, it's probably better to get his email address and send him something, right? Because if you make it look too complicated, he's going to think it's too complicated and he's not going to do it. So one of the best rules that best advice I can give you as a Nexus partner or someone looking to become a Nexus partner is know your back office and know all the tools that you have back there to make your job a vacation job and to show somebody how simple it is and to give them the knowledge that they ask for. That's one of the biggest keys. You don't have to know it. You just have to show it, right? Also, Rich Dad, I'll talk about Rich Dad. He has the cash flow quadrant. He says, Rich Dad does not use net worth to measure wealth. Rich Dad uses cash flow that continuously pays. You got to get that. You got to see the difference. If you're out there in the corporate world, well, my portfolio is worth, the net worth is worth, blah, blah, blah. Well, in the cash flow area, I don't limit my portfolio. I don't limit my net worth, because tomorrow my net worth is going to be bigger because I'm in cash flow leveraged, a leveraged system that continues to grow. So if you've ever been in a commission-based business like I was in the mortgage business, every start of the month started at zero again. Started at zero. It's commissioned. It started at zero. So I was hoping some more, you know, refinances would come on, or a realtor would give me another, you know, purchase or whatever. I had to start at zero again, and then I had to go hobnob with them a little bit. Anyway, it's different when you get a business system. It's different when you get a system that continuously will continue working for you if you continue to build it. If you enjoy what you're doing and you're passionate about it. Now, if you're not passionate about cryptocurrency, then find something you're passionate about, because we're about cryptocurrency and about bringing this technology to Main Street adoption. That's what we're about. We're about in a movement to free the people. So if that's not your passion, then find you something else. If you love makeup, then go find you a Mary Kay. Seriously, but stay in the network marketing business. Learn that aspect of it and be proud to be a network marketer. That's important to know your cash worth. Brand yourself. This is huge. We're at that stage now with Nexus. We've taken the last 2 years and we've built up our ecosystem. Now go brand yourself. Go brand yourself. If you're somebody that don't really know, maybe you love to dress up but you haven't done it in a long time, go find what you think's really cute and start branding yourself. Jeffrey Tucker brands himself with his bow ties. Everybody knows that he's going to have on that bow tie and his cufflinks every day you see him, right? Then he's out talking in the public. That's his brand. Find your brand. Robert Cadles used to be a black hat. And everybody knew him. He always had that black hat on. It can be something simple, right? Some people brand themselves by branding their car. You know, they wrap it. Whatever it is, but find something to make yourself unique and stand out, so when you walk in that coffee shop or you walk in that restaurant or you're walking down the street or you're going into a meetup, they know who you are, and the next time you'll come in, they'll say, oh, there's that crypto Kelly again. There's that crypto woman that was so knowledgeable last time that helped us. Let's go talk to her again. You're going to stand out, so just make sure you brand yourself and make it fun. Make it totally fun. Here's one of my favorite. because I love young people. I love all people, but I love young people. I love, they've got some of the greatest conversations. Sometimes they don't want to speak about things they've heard or come across, but when you can talk to them, but if you can take, it's, like it says here, it's crazy that some people feel that 2 to 5 years in a business is a long time to get rich, but don't feel that 40 years at a job is a long time to stay broke. I mean, think about it. How stupid do we have to continue to be? So when you share this, when you get that, when you let that young entrepreneur start thinking about that, or even somebody my age in their 50s, I'm very cool with working the next 5 years because it's not working to me. I'm building, and I'm having a fun time building. What else am I going to be doing? And then I can just, then I'm everywhere, and I'm still going to be building. I'll never stop talking about this. But I don't have to go slave and make somebody else rich. And at the end of those 40 years and 40 hours a week, work week, I'm sitting here with, no leveraged income and half the income to live on. So it's just crazy. We've got to get out of the indoctrinational thinking and work for ourselves and be smarter about it. So if you've never made a vision board, I want to share some vision boards with you today. If you've got some old magazines laying around, make one for yourself. It's so much fun. I used to do this as a child. We used to go through the Sear and Roebuck's catalog, and we would cut out mom and dad and the children and the beautiful living room, and that's how I played as a child. It was creative. I don't know why I didn't do that with my girls. I guess because Barbie was so popular, right? But I did this as a child, but I've done this as an adult as well. I've made my dream board. I've got to find me some old magazines again. I'm wanting to do this again. Get you some scissors and get you some glue and go make you that. It's not just about Nexus either. It's about things that are important. If faith is important to you, if healthy living is important, if getting a sexy car is important, do that. Balance in your life. An RV like this one right here, I would love to have so I can be touring all around the States, America, and showing people what I know and help getting them out of the bondage of the 40-year cycle. A house like that on the coast, I'm all for it. It works for me, right? I have a lot of things. But do this. It's a lot of fun. Here's another one. I called this one Freedom because I saw freedom here. Earn, baby, earn. Millions. Read books. Dream. The best of everything. A sound mind. It's important to be mentally where you are, to have your balance, right? All these things, you got to love yourself. You want to love your body. Be all those things to yourself because your centeredness is what makes everything work. So find that in yourself. These are fun. This one I called, come on, participate with me. This one I called Gratitude. Wellness pays. Yes, it does. Attitude of gratitude. If it's important to you, you will find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. That is so true in our industry. BMW, somebody wants a car here. Don't give up. Work your butts off. Be grateful. Yes, be grateful. This is my island. See those kind of things. Envision that it's already there. This is one of the things about positive thinking that people stop at. You might even create this vision board and you might look at it from the outside. Don't do that. Create your vision board and look at it from the inside that you're already living there. Feel yourself walking along that island and feeling the sand in between your feet, the sun on your body. Feel the comfort of that cozy bed or, the comfort of that sleek new car that you're sitting in. Feel those things when you're dreaming about it like you already have it. That's the key, is pushing yourself into realizing it's already yours. It's already yours. You just got to know what to do to go get it, right? You got to actually do it. This one I called Love. Speak positively about yourself. So find what it is that you really, when you come across that, when you open up your magazines, your brain will start going. You'll start seeing the things. Do you have a dream? You know, be your boss. The boss on your name tag. The boss. Why not? Get you something, a sticky, and put it on yourself and walk around with it. The boss, right? On vacation, millionaire status. I just love it. And this one I called multiple streams. And the reason I called it multiple streams is because we have multiple streams of income here at Nexus. You don't have to go out and find you another company. You can focus here. Time is a commodity. Dreams, balance, giving back, spiritual growth, quality time with family, aspire to inspire. And that's one thing that I think that people will get really happy here. If you want to inspire people, aspire to do that. A healthy bottom, time freedom. Get in the flow. Start traveling the world. Write down all the places you want to go to and knock out one every year until you can afford to knock out 2 every year and 3 every year and 4 every year, or just whenever you want to, right? So it's those kind of things. You have the power to change, and you have the power to help other people change as well. You've got it right here in your hands. You know, we couldn't be at a better place. I was talking to one of my team members this past weekend who is doing an Indeed campaign, which I reckon I fully would expect anybody that wants to find some really great candidates for your team to do this, because these people already know about cryptocurrency. But we were talking about how not only are we in a great time right now with this technology phenomenon, but we're in a company that's very incredible. I was talking about wisdom earlier, and you know, Bob's 61, and he's experienced a lot of what we have put together here. He's been a consultant in the loyalty rewards programs. He's been a consultant in the network marketing business with compensation plans. He's dealt with regulations and legal stuff. I can't even say it because I don't like the word. With other companies, and built his own companies, by the way. And he is a technologist well with lots of experience. So be able to come together and put together something we have that's a legitimate company, that is a Class A company, is, you know, a place that even takes it up a notch or 2 or 3 or 4, and to being able to be in this space and this movement of this phenomenal technology called blockchain. So hopefully you guys see where I'm going with that, and hopefully I intend that something like this will keep you going. Something like this will help you see, especially if you're somebody young and you're trying to find your way, and you want to really get into something, and you found cryptocurrency, and you know that you're talking to people about it. You're talking, why not earn, why not get paid, why not earn Bitcoin, Ethereum tokens, and Nexus tokens? So Kelly, let's hear it. I know that you feel the same way. I want your thoughts on this morning.
That was amazing. I loved all of that presentation today, and I'm sure everyone else did. We do have Larry saying, I bet Lucy doesn't like the cat on Kelly Ann's head in your picture, and he's correct on that. If it was a skunk, then yes, she'd be very excited. So what a great day to, you know, get involved with Nexus if you're not already, and you're not already participating with Nexus in so many ways that you can do that and earn extra streams of income, or if you want it to be your main stream of income. It's your opportunity to work for yourself and use your own resources and not help someone else get wealthy. The abundance is here in the crypto blockchain, and with cryptocurrencies and crypto technology, usage and utility. These things are new for all of us, but yet the biggest thing of all of it, the whole reason anyone even gets in to network marketing is to develop themselves, and that is to gain the knowledge, gain the experience, pushing yourself to a place where you've never been before. And that's where the leadership happens for you. I'd like to see people grow up now, get the maturity they need in the crypto, in the blockchain, because that's what it is. It's called growing up, and you can grow up there and lead the way. You become a leader by leading others, and others will follow you in that respect. They have to know that you're leading the way too. You're doing just as much as they're doing. So put in the effort, put in the not so-called work, put in what you feel is passionate for you. And if you don't feel a lot of passion for it, I doubt that you'd even be here right now. So it's just the way to live. I'm excited to be here with all of you. You guys are smart, intelligent. We want to also bring up, maybe share my screen, Kelly, so I can share the show times with everyone for this week and every week. Thanks. Yeah. So y'all, we're on Telegram. We're also on Discord. We have 2 Facebook groups. So just ask around to get involved in those if you're not already plugged in. The Nexus back office training was completed by Kelly B. And you can find that record. That record is at nxxtrain.com. So that's fresh off the internet. Kelly did that last Thursday. So thank you, Kelly. And that was some more. Kelly, why don't you go into some more, because you did more than just back office training for Nexus. She went into the, go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, well, like I was saying a while ago, that the most important thing that you can do is learn the tools that are in your back office. So the productivity tool is an activity tracker. Track your daily activities. If you've watched a cryptocurrency video, it's knowledge. Go back there and give yourself some points for it. If you shared a lead page, if you talked to your mom about cryptocurrency, whatever it is, go back there and find you something that represents that to the closest ability and give yourself some points. Do it on a daily basis. I started doing this back in the spring, but I've been doing it, but I've been real dead on making sure I don't miss anything. I'm doing it on a daily basis now, and enjoy it, because that activity tracker is for me. I want dream income. I want dream financial income, period. Am I doing what I need to do to make that happen? That tracker will let me know. And so that's, keep it on track. I mean, we can't fool ourselves. If we want to be making a lot of income here, or earning a lot of Bitcoin, we have to be doing what it takes to earn a lot of Bitcoin, right? So that activity tracker, productivity tracker is your friend. Marketing, use your lead pages back there, your presentation pages back there to share your website so you can track how many have been on them. I went and looked at mine this morning. I hadn't shared any web pages this morning. And my partner's web page already had 1 person looking at it. The university retail had 3, and my other graphic summary had 1 person that had looked at it today. So my websites are getting out there, and if you do them, yours will too. Your websites will get out there if you start sharing them. If you don't share them, they're not going to get out there, but you start sharing them. Get on social media, email people, make some contacts or make some new friends. Up your game. If your circle of friends doesn't want to know anything about cryptocurrency, then go find you another circle of friends. Always stay around smarter people, right? So use your marketing materials back there. And then third, know what your leadership, be a leader. Be a leader. Already have that leadership hat on by knowing what you're mentoring people. Everyone that you bring into the business as your direct will show up under your mentoring. Know what they're doing. Know if they're going through the courseware. Reach out and congratulate them from doing so. Those kind of things. So the tools are back there. As far as marketing goes, if you want to really, you should be marketing 3 ways. whatever way that looks like for you. Get out and join a meetup in your area, or create a meetup if there's no Bitcoin meetups in your area, or no network marketing meetups in your area. Go out there and start an Indeed campaign. That can be free. You don't have to sponsor it. It can be free to find people that already know about cryptocurrency. Get with me if you want to do this. I'll show you what I'm doing. It's a little simple ad out there. We're going to be having these lunch and learns that are going to be starting in October. If you want to step up and do that, which I would think anybody that's serious about this business and serious about really creating the lifestyle and being part of the movement that this is in a big, big way, would want to be doing that. Start thinking about strategic partners in your area. Who do you know that owns a small business, a restaurant, a dry cleaners, a dance studio, a florist, whatever, and see if they want to partner with you. Show them a way where they can create a leverage stream of income outside of what they're doing, and that's beautiful. And guys, you might have to talk to 10 people before you get a yes, but that's okay. That just is practice. These Indeed interviews I'm doing is great practice for me, and I'm meeting incredible people, and not a single one of them do I have to teach them about cryptocurrency. Every one of them are knowledgeable, at least to the point that say, I know what cryptocurrency is going to do to change money, and I want to be on the front end of it, period. Okay, great. Now let me teach you the business model that's going to help you get there. That's the only thing, and I can teach that. That's a lot easier to teach than teaching somebody about finance when people don't even know what they got in their own back pocket. So there you go, Kellyanne.
Lovely, awesome, yeah. And that Indeed thing is a very powerful tool that Kelly is using, and you explain that and give people some information on that so they can do it themselves and get started on that right now, and it doesn't cost anything.
Right. Indeed is just a job posting site, and it's where people that are posting Bitcoin jobs, that's where they're posting it. They're posting on Indeed. They're not posted on any other job posting sites that I can see. But the majority of the Bitcoin jobs that are going up, you have to be a technologist. You have to know how to program or code or be an engineer, something like that. The very few jobs that are out there in the retail sector aren't paying. I see one out of Atlanta with somebody that's paying $30,000 for customer service. I mean, I'm not going to live on $30,000 a year. That's not my lifestyle. Anyway, so it's a job posting site. You can post your job on there for free. Again, I'm doing a very simple ad, and then your prospects you'll get an email. Your prospects will start filtering in, and then you go into the back. Indeed has a great back office where you can go answer them, reply back. My reply back is very simple. Thanks for replying to the ad. What is a good time and day to contact you, and what is a good number to reach you? Thank you, Kelly. So it's very simple. They'll get back to me, let me know the day and time, and then I've got a running document of where I post out, because it's now getting so that I'm posting out a week in advance. Like last week, I'm doing 3-ways now with Christine Wednesday, Dr. Chris out of Sarasota, Florida, who has started her Indeed campaign last week, and now she's getting recruits coming in, and we're going to the stage of I'm helping her close. She's 3-waying me in on some. So get your running document sheet to where you can be posting Wednesday I've got a 1 p.m., Tuesday I've got a 5 p.m., what have you, and you can work around your schedule that way. So organization is very important. If you're not organized, some helpful little hints. Be honest with yourself. Say, I'm not organized. Call me up. Kelly, how do you get organized? I've always been organized. It's really sick. But anyway, but you can, my desk wouldn't show you that, but I'm an organized girl, whatever I am today. So, but that's a great thing to start with, especially when you're starting out, because you can be on the phone and it's with people that you don't know, and it's easy to step out of that box sometimes. I don't have a problem with stepping out of the box at all. 4 or 5 years stepping out and exposing the establishment as well. I'm pretty outspoken, and I really don't care what anybody thinks of me, because I do know I'm one of the smartest people on the planet right now. I'm not a know-it-all. you start talking in depth blockchain with me, you're going to lose me. I'm just going to be, it's over my head. Let's go, you know, have a cup of coffee. But I know what it's doing, so that's all I need to know. I don't need to be a know-it-all, but I do know I'm one of the smartest people in the room. Why? Because I've positioned in the best business model there is with the hottest, biggest technology that we've ever been across, and we've paired them together. And that makes me smart because I said yes, and I went in, and Kellyanne, she showed it to me 3 years ago. At 15 minutes later, I called her up, I said, I'm in. That's how long it took me, because I know a spontaneous decision is the best decision to make. I trust my gut. And so we've been at it every day for 3 years now, learning, educating, talking, teaching, doing everything we can to be a part of this movement. And that's all you have to do as well, having fun at it. I can remember our early days, Kelly, I would call up and say, have you seen that Andreas Antonopoulos video he just did? She said, yeah, I just got finished watching it. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. You know, so learning has just been incredible. It's been incredible to learn this industry and learn about this new technology. And we're both bankers, so we, you know, neither one of us really liked the banking industry. We saw it from the inside. Anyway, so there you go, Kelly. That's a long answer for what Indeed is about and how it can help you build a team and start your successful route into team building.
Yeah, and I don't know about Indeed being a good model for maybe some other industry. If you're in network marketing, it works for this. And the reason why it works for this is because it's cryptocurrency. It's something new and innovative, and people know what Bitcoin is these days. They actually know what it is, but they've never actually used it. You ask around, you guys know this already. You ask around about Bitcoin, oh yeah, I've heard about that. And that's what you're hearing now. Whereas a year ago, they haven't heard of it. And sometimes you'll get somebody, you say, oh, have you heard of Bitcoin? Yeah, but I didn't know it was still around. I thought that it died. Or you just hear different, and this, like, they're so off. But it's just a matter of not saying too much also, listening to them and helping them along. I love crypto for that reason. I love that it's saving a lot of people's lives. I can tell you I've saved a lot of people's lives as far as their abundance goes, where they've called me years later and now they have like a lot of currency, because they're doing really well, because they did listen and they did participate and they are in Nexus and they are doing the work, and the Indeed works because it's such an amazing place to be right now. It's the newest, biggest thing right now, and it's even in mainstream media these days. It's like crazy, whether it be correct or not. I hate the word fake news. But anyways, let's move ahead. We have Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. with Lawson Graves, and that's a prospecting call. So you guys can send your prospects to this call. Get to this call yourself to learn at 631-992-3221. PIN number 596-975-897#. And on Wednesday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern with John Williams, another prospecting call, and you can register for that right now at bornwinnerstv.com and receive a reminder in your email. And then, of course, our Nexus Coin Core, our Nexus Partners Core call with the partners. And who are the partners? All of us. If you're here and participating as an affiliate here at Nexus, you are a partner, and that's why it's called Nexus Partners. And that's at Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we share the latest events of Nexus Partners this last Friday. If you missed it, you will find it in your back office, or just ask around for the information as you plug in. So there you are, Kelly. We're going to get this out. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this out there on the blockchain today.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll see you back next Thursday. Until then, go out and spread some Nexus love. And anyway, love to you all, and aloha.
Love you too. Walakota.